What I want us to do is make a city out of materials that your parents are planning to recycle. Get cardboard boxes, toilet paper tubes, popsicle sticks, jars, cans, anything your parents might be throwing away. Maybe we can use it and build a city that way. It's going to be an ongoing project. So we'll start it this week, we'll do some work on it, and then we'll continue next week and the week after and forever, however long it takes us. I took some of the stuff that I was going to throw away, a couple of boxes, some plastic cups, containers. You're going to need a big piece of cardboard or maybe a piece of wood, because this is going to be where you're going to glue things down onto. Now I have this huge piece of cardboard, which I think is too big for me to store in my little place I live in with all my family. So I think maybe I'm going to fold it in half. And I think that size is probably better for me to start with. But whatever size cardboard you have, you can start there. So think a little bit about what kind of city you want to make. Do you want to make a city like maybe the neighborhood you live in, where there's houses and they have front lawns with grass? Do you want to make a city that's like downtown or New York City that has tall skyscrapers? And you could use boxes like this maybe and put something else on top and have like a skyscraper kind of section. This part over here, I'll have like a big city with big buildings, and maybe this part is more like a neighborhood, and I'll try to build some small houses over here. I gotta find more materials. As I go along, I'll find more materials, and I'll keep adding them onto my project here. So I think first of all, what I should do, so I don't get too confused, is draw some streets. I'm gonna mark out some streets so that I don't put houses where the streets are. So if this is my big city, I'll have maybe a street going this way. This is one street, and this marker doesn't work very well. So I can put houses here and houses here. And here's another street. And maybe this street is the one goes down to the neighborhood part. So we're just gonna map it out, add some structures right now. Glue them on. I'm going to use a hot glue gun. You could use glue if your mom or dad can put it in a little cup, and you could paint it on with a brush. So this week I'm just going to try to put out some structures. Next week we can add more structures. Eventually we'll paint these things and decorate more, but you don't have to worry about that now. For right now, just glue some structures on and see where your city's gonna go. Okay, so this is what I made so far, but remember, it's an ongoing project, so I'm gonna keep working on it. So this is a little house, and I glued the top to look a little bit pointed like some houses do. Over there is a couple what I think are skyscrapers. This right here, these toilet paper rolls are the entrance to the park. You know, sometimes there's like a gate or something, the entrance of the park. This is going to be a fountain. I'll add on to that later. And that's another like downtown kind of building. And I just mapped out, this is the park area, that's the downtown area, and this is the house area. So I'm going to keep working on it, and I hope you guys are working too.
Hi friends, today we're going to work on a new project where we can create our own city, world, neighborhood, community, town, whatever you want to create with recycled materials. You can use all sorts of different materials. Maybe you have cereal boxes or yogurt containers. Maybe you have some paper towel rolls or toilet paper towel rolls. These are really good. I also have a part of a little drink tray that I cut out too. And some more things. I have a little box that I'm gonna use. And that's about all for today. I'm just gonna start out by really thinking about what I want to add to my city. I decided that I want to build my neighborhood and the city I live in. So I wanted to start out by deciding where my house would be. I decided that I'm going to use this cup holder because my house is on a hill. So I'm going to map out where I want it to be before I glue it down, because maybe I want to move some stuff around after I decide where everything goes. So I'm going to put this here, and my plan was to use this little box as my house. So I'm going to balance this on here as my house. That's where my house will be. And I want to add some different buildings. From my house, I can actually see downtown outside of my windows. So I'm going to decide to place my buildings. These are going to be some city buildings. I'm going to place them across from my house because downtown's not super close, but I can still see the buildings down there. And I'm going to use some of these to create more buildings, because there's lots of buildings downtown too. Right now, I'll do 4 buildings for my downtown scene. And then I'm going to use some more of these. I'm going to create smaller buildings with these, because in my neighborhood, in the town I live in, the buildings aren't super duper tall. They're smaller. So I'm going to create these a little bit smaller to make more buildings. I haven't decided what they'll be yet, but I'm going to put them close to my home because there's a lot of different places I can walk to that are close to my home. So I'm going to put those there. And I think what I'll do is I'll continue to work on this and add different details. I think I really want to think about more houses to add, because in my neighborhood I have more houses right next door to me. So I can think of finding materials to add for more houses. I want to add some of the places I walk to, some of the restaurants and coffee shops. So I'm going to work on adding those. But for today, I'm just going to finish my creation by drawing some roads. With a Sharpie, you can draw some roads. Maybe your roads, connect to different places. This road, I can walk down my hill to this road, and I can walk to some places in my neighborhood. Like I said, some coffee shops, bakeries, restaurants. And then I'm gonna make some more roads going this way. I haven't added any buildings there yet. I'll have to add some more creations there. And then I do want to make a road that connects to downtown, because I can use a road to drive to downtown. I can't walk there, it's a little too far. So when you're working on this, friends, you can think of anything that you would want to add in your city, in your world. There's lots of different things you can do. There's lots of different ideas.